You know when they say marriage will expose things you never noticed while dating? Kemi thought it was just one of those social media cliches people threw around when they were bitter about love. But 5 days, that's how long her marriage lasted. 5 days after she stood on an altar, beautiful in white lace, and promised Sola forever, she was packing a suitcase and calling a divorce lawyer. And the worst part, it wasn't about cheating or money or some deep hidden secrets. No, it was about a sudden, completely non-negotiable guest. Sit down, let me tell you this story. See, Kemi is 28 and she met her now ex-husband, Sola, when she was just 22, fresh out of university. He was 25 then, already working as an architect. The first time they spoke was at a mutual friend's birthday dinner. He wasn't the loudest guy in the room, but he had this quiet confidence, like someone who knew exactly where he was going in life. Kemi sometimes remembers sipping her cocktail when he casually asked her, "So, what do you want out of life?" Not "what do you do" or "what's your favorite color," but "what do you want out of life?" Nobody had ever asked her that before. She told him she wanted stability, peace, and maybe one day to build a family. He smiled and said, "Same, that's all I've ever wanted to." Looking back now, she laughs bitterly at that conversation because the family Sola had in mind was not the same as hers. They dated for 6 years before marriage. 6 whole years. People even joked that they were a common law husband and wife. During those years, they went through long distance, money struggles, and career setbacks. But they always seemed to hold each other down. At least, that's what Kemi thought. Now, let's talk about his family for a second. His father had died when he was still a teenager, so it was just his mom and 2 siblings, a younger brother in university and a younger sister, BC, who, by the way, is the same age as Kemi. That sister always had this low-key possessive vibe. You know that kind of vibe where someone smiles at you, but you can feel the hidden competition underneath? That was BC. She would make these little comments that looked harmless on the surface, but if you paid attention, you could hear the sharpness in them. Things like, "Don't forget he's my brother first before he's your boyfriend." Or, "You better not come and carry my brother away from his family." At first, Kemi laughed it off, thinking it was just playful sibling talk. After all, maybe she was just joking, right? But deep down, it always left a tiny sting, because no matter how sweetly BC said it, the message was clear. Know your place. BC was the same age as her. His mom, polite but not overly warm. The type who'd offer you food and ask about work, but never really let you in. So after 6 years of dating, when Sola finally proposed, Kemi was over the moon. Their wedding wasn't the most extravagant, but it was perfect for her. She even cried tears of joy that morning while getting dressed. The first 2 days after the wedding, pure bliss. Hotel stay, room service, mini honeymoon vibes. On the 3rd day, they moved into their new apartment together. Kemi decorated it with little touches to make it feel like their home. But on the 5th day, the fairy tale ended.